shit. Okay, hold on. Hi everyone. Douglas Diaz, thanks for the super chat. There's something wrong with my shit. Again. For the 4th time this month. My fucking OBS isn't... Okay, not my OBS. My chat isn't loading. Nothing is loading and I hate it. Like, this, I actually fucking hate it. Hold on, let's see if I can do something about it. Cause I think if this keeps up, I might have to fucking, like, how do I want to say this? I can't... Something went wrong. What do you mean something went wrong? What the fuck does that mean, YouTube? Chat, I literally can't see you. I can't see you. Over on my end, looking at the chat is like, it's blank. The monkey emoji saying that there's something wrong is showing up. Like, hold on. Look at this shit, okay? I want you to look at this. Okay, I'm going to put it over on the screen. And my model isn't working too for some reason. There's a lot of things going on in my PC right now. Look at this shit, chat. Look at this shit. Look at this, okay? Okay? Look, I can't see you guys. I can't fucking see you guys. This is so sad. Can we play... Oh, God. I was gonna say, can we play Despacito, but that's a dead meme. I'm gonna have to look at you guys via your chat. I know that Diddy versus Epstein video. I actually wanted to look at that. Hold on. Oh, God. I might just ignore it. And I might just put over my... I'm gonna make that disappear real quick. Go over to my YouTube. Let's see. I'm going to get a PNG. I'm going to become a PNG tuber for now. Besides, we're going to be looking at some like very interesting things, okay? Some very interesting things. First thing we're gonna look at though is the period tracker. Because I think the period tracker is like the most interesting thing that's happened now. Okay? Okay. Look. Okay. Let's look at the period tracker first. Because just like a lot of you, I actually discovered this whole period tracker hit thing from Rock Solid, right? Just found out there's a website that tracks ovulation and menstrual cycles of VTubers. Of female VTubers, rather. And it is suffice to say, it is a very interesting, website. Because if you guys don't know, this has been a thing that's going on, this has been a meme, that's been a thing that's been going on since like 2020. Since the Hololive era of like, since Hololive took precedence in VTubing. During the Myth era. Probably predating the Myth era. The Myth era was probably where it got popular. But if I was gonna gamble that this sort of thing happened before Myth got popular, I would gamble on it. Yeah, it's been a meme for a while now. But somebody actually made it real. And obviously, my opinion is that it's just funny, haha. But not a lot of people are happy with it. In fact, a lot of people found that it's very... let's say questionable, right? Because if you look at the descriptions, on the comment section, yeah, look at this shit. For anyone affected who wants to help, I put together a reporting guide with legal options, contact info, and safety tips. So basically, please grow and change in the person. Yeah. So basically, it's not. A lot of people think that this is also pretty fucking weird, like not just like cute. Weird, where it's like, you know, anime, VTuber, degenerate stuff, but like actually like reportable weird, like call the police officer on your weird. Hi Lumi, welcome. Yeah. And like, yeah, a lot of people, like this person is very angry. A lot of people are very angry at this, right? Me personally, because this has been a meme for a long time now, I have expected something like this, but I sort of only... For some reason, Yara isn't here. Yeah, true. Imagine. I wonder why. So, people are upset at this because when somebody in VTubing basically makes it so that they tell you where when their tummy hurts or that they're under menstruation or whatever the case might be, right? A lot of people actually record that. The first that I've seen, at least, that this has happened to in the English side of things is Gura. Whenever Gura makes like a comment, something along the lines of tummy hort, some channer would always without failing record it and say, hey, Gura is on her period here, blah 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 blah, and then it followed. What I didn't expect is basically a lot of people, a lot of other VTubers coming in. Jesus. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet that the girls complaining used love and deep space for their period tracker? Okay, I'm going to bet a lot on that. And aside from that too, there's a lot of VTubers that actually ask their chat to track their period for them. How convenient is that, huh? If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, Michi actually does that. Doesn't Michi do that? Where she says basically, you know, hey chat, can you track my period for me? When is my period, or something along the lines? Yeah. The reaction here are, you know, yeah, pretty shocked, pretty funny, whatever the case might be. Oh, Ember Mane, yes. Oh, Shakai, here we go. Yeah, another angry person. Whoever added me into this shit, whoever made this website, you're such a piece of shit, and I hope you will break your bones. Why would you learn coding to create such a fucked up website? 1, it's fucking creepy. 2, seek therapy, you freak. 3, it's so disrespectful towards women. Can't grown-ass men rather touch grass than make women's life miserable? So, the thing is... So, okay, I don't know this person, right? What I'm about to say is not directed towards her, but like in general, these sorts of trends, especially when it comes to VTubing, this sort of trend, half the industry actually likes it, or thinks it's funny, or endorses it. Yeah. So in VTubing specifically, any sort of movement or any sort of, let's say, sentiment that makes it so that you men are disgusting for doing this X, Y, and Z, there's going to be 2 other people in the industry that's going to say, that's actually really funny, please keep it up. Yeah. Yeah. I thought women want you to psychically know them when they're on their period and be nicer to them. Well, it's not that. A lot of women think that this is weird because this is like probably, how do you want to say this? It's, I can see why it would come across as like, let's say, degenerate, or that it's creepy. Because to a certain extent, it might be. These are a bunch of random people in the internet that decided to learn your period schedule, and decided to make an entire website for it. The sheer dedication will make you either 1, respect them, or 2, make you think they're very fucking weird. Like degenerate kind of weird, right? It's one or the other. That's why there's a duality to this, right? Like, Dark made a meme about this. I also made a meme about this, right? Where, oh shit, not this account. Yeah, I specifically retweeted Pomapon too. I'm so open about my cycle, and yet I am not on this fucking website. What the fuck is this? Yeah, there's going to be always that duality. Nosagi, for all you know, I'm tracking your period right now. Fuck, I wish I was a woman. I keep telling you guys, right? But if I was a woman, I would start farming you guys. I would. If I was a woman, holy shit, I'd go full-blown parasocial on you freaks. Yeah. Hey, this is so fucking vile. Shout out to my community for letting me know. On one hand, kinda creepy. On the other, it's funny how most VTubers in here indicate their cycles with "Owie, my tummy hurt." We're going to look at the website right now. We're going to look at the website right now, okay? Let's look at this. Oh shit. Yeah. I was actually, to be honest with you, I was actually already looking at it too. Like looking at the categories. So, which VTuber do we want to look at here? I'm not popular enough to get my period tracked. Lumi, maybe you just haven't told your chat when your period is. Okay, we're going to search Lumi right now. I said Lumi. Lumi. Search. Oh, there's not a lot of loonies in here, to be fair. Wait, what about Kaneko Lumi? Aren't there... Dude, there's like multiple Lumis. How can there not be there here? Oh my god. Fertile VTubers. Alright, let's look at who's fertile right now, chat. Let's look at how I complain about it every month. Oh, okay, gotcha. I understand. Okay. Site is broken? Maybe, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Mari Yume is here. Wow. Emma is here. Melly is fertile right now. What does this number mean? 13.5% of all VTubers in this website are all fertile right now? Crazy. Even managers are here? What? Okay. Gotcha. Scoot-chan is here. Oh, Chompy is here. Wait, it includes graduated VTubers. Yeah, Kai Saikota is here for some reason. So it includes... Yeah, okay. Understood. Is Nusagi fertile? God, I wish. Yeah, the managers are here too, chat. That's crazy. Alright, let's look at who's on their period. Let's look at who's on their period so we can have some women to excuse. Oh, Zeus is here? Instant Zeus gone? Mint, oh shit, Mint is on her period right now, chat. So if there's any meltdown from Mint, you know why. Okay. Ask if it is Sayu. Okay, ask Sayu if it is accurate. I might. Ellie is here. Okay. Iris is on her period. Okay. Nene Amano. Okay. Hexa, oh my beloved, hi. Nene Amano is on her period. Gotcha. Vebe. Oh, gotcha. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So Anya is here. Man, this is weird. Oh, I mean, I agree with you. It's weird. But like I said, right? It's either weird that you don't like it, or it's weird that you think it's funny. Let's see. Oh, Grape is here. I've seen Grape around. I think... Yeah. I think I saw Nimi collab with Grape. I never heard... Oh, Mara is here? Oh, shit! Mara is here. Gotcha. Girl DM. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was about to make a joke, but okay, you know what? I'm still gonna make the joke. Maybe this is why she had a crash out on Twitter. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I had to make the joke, okay? I mean, you know, if it comes into my head, of course I was gonna do it. We're going to get into that later. It's a very interesting situation, this one. We're going to talk about that later. But, yeah. Hey man, I don't want to justify myself, but like I always say, right? Everything should be allowed to be made fun of. Let's see. Line up all the negative tweet this tracker and see what makes sense. True. Oh shit. Wait, hold a minute. Bao. Has Bao crashed out? You know what I want to do now, chat? Okay, this is going to be super degenerate. I'm so sorry for saying this, but just as a joke, right? As a meme. I want to track every crash out from every single big VTuber. See if all their crash out dates line up to their periods. I mean, hey man, I don't think I'm weird for saying that. Actually, and if it is weird, I'll even admit it right now. Because I said, I'm very transparent about this. But I even say it on my actual, I even said it on my actual Twitter. Shit, man, VTuber historian. Not that one. Okay, I even said it on my Twitter, okay? That I will use this, oh, sorry, no, where is it? Yeah, I'm going to use this to excuse them. It's actually a good thing for the industry. A lot of people can use it to like exclude. For science, exactly, for science. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Oh, Hades is here. If I remember, didn't I see Hades about to graduate? Yeah. Let's see. Trending VTubers. Mari? Okay. Cleo is here. Wow. Wait a minute. If there's one Face Connect member here, why aren't all Face Connect members here? Oh, John Nook, thank you for so much. Sign is amazing, lol. I agree. I completely agree with you. VTubers track 390. Okay, so there's currently only 390 VTubers right now. Gotcha. Let's see who's on there, who's like ovulating right now. Oh, Apollo. Has Apollo been horny posting as of late? We're going to look at that right now. Apollo Mythos. If she's been horny posting, we know why. I don't know. Do this many VTubers talk about their periods? Yes, of course. Yeah, 100% a lot. This many people talk about their periods because it's just something funny to tell chat. A lot of VTubers are actually like super comfortable with their chat. But I feel like you guys should know this because VTubing is an inherently like parasocial streamers. There are just as many VTubers as parasocial to their chat as maybe that's not right, but like there's a lot of VTubers that are as parasocial to their chat as their chat are to them. So a lot of the things that they talk about on stream are a lot of personal stuff too. I feel like everyone should know this as well, because all the dramas that you guys know are like personal beefs with that other VTubers have that the public shouldn't know about, and for some reason they don't expect some sort of reaction for it. Yeah. Wonder if Mike is being tracked. It seems like only EN VTubers are in this right now. Alright, let's see. Anna. Oh, Anna is fertile right now. She should obey. Elara? Oh, okay. Sheesh. Okay. Okay. Elara. Is Elara here? Okay, chat, it seems like the search function doesn't work. It might have been broken. Home. Yeah, it might be broken a little, chat. Okay, how about Cleo? I'm trying to test if the search function is actually broken or not. Oh, never mind, Elara is here. Yeah, the search function is broken, but that's fine. Okay. Oh my god! Elara, should I know about this? What does yellow... Okay. I'm retarded. What does... I don't know how to read graphs. Oh! Their observation are based off of tweets too? They actually have sources for this. Okay. Professionals, okay? Made by... Categorized and collaborated by actual professionals, okay? Jesus. Okay. Let's look at this. I'm gonna move there a little bit. Okay. Period cramps be like, and it happened on the 8th. Am I retarded? Yeah, that's 8th. So it should have happened here. Okay, you know what? When I'm gonna do this, it's not going to be like a mutual. I'm going to find somebody else. Some gynecologist that is a VTuber fan? Bro, why on earth is this a thing? It's so perverted. Yeah, it's VTubing, man. It's VTubing. Okay, let's see. Is Rima here? I'm curious. Nah, fuck! Now I'm curious. They can't... Rima can't be here, can they? Can we? Okay, Rima's not here. If Sayu is here, Rima is 100% here, right? I don't know if Rima tells her chat that when she's on her period. She is? I showed her? Oh fuck, I forgot. Okay, I'm so fucking... My attention span is so dead. I forgot why I brought up Apollos in the first place. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. Hold on. Agencies. Oh, they even got the small ones. Okay. 3 a.m. Aegis Link. Densetsu, I've never heard of this. Astraline. Isn't there only one girl in Astraline? Yeah, it's only Lumi. Yeah. There's multiple Lumis. Hey, Lumi. The other Lumi. Gaki Live? Isn't Gaki Live dead? Oh, they're not dead? Chat, a lot of these might be like some, like lore drops for a lot of people that aren't in the know. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Is it Afhil? Oh, true. I forgot. I don't know how many people are still in Australia now. My Shioke Scarlet isn't regular jokes on them. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. So I'm guessing they don't like they don't necessarily include all the VTubers. Nusagi just call me Lumlum. Okay, Lumlum. Yeah, cause there's a lot of Lumlums. There's a lot of Lumis rather. Mythic. Okay, let's look at Mythic. So Kersha, Rima, okay, yeah, there we go. But that's a lot of women. I didn't know. That's a lot of women. Jesus. Cinder? Wait, was Cinder ever in Mythic? I don't think so, right? I don't remember. Was it the site made by the same Anon that made that post? I don't actually know, but it's very funny. Okay, let's look at... Oh god, I feel so weird doing this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. This is the reason why I can understand why this is so weird, because I also feel weird going through this, but I have to. For science, obviously. She was? What happened? I don't remember. Oh, was she... Hold on. Was she part of that, like, secret behind-the-scenes drama? I mean, I don't know if it was actually even secret. Where, like, you know that one... Like, before Mythic Talent, there was actually, like, another Mythic-like talent agency. Was it MGM? Fuck, what's it called? And they collapsed. I forgot the name of the talent agency, but there was another talent agency that, like, got outed as not paying their talents and all these sorts of shit. I remember Cinder was part of that instead. That's why I'm questioning why Cinder was even here in the first place. Machinima? No, not Machinima. It was something else. They got cancelled, like... You guys remember, right? Like, they got cancelled, like, literally a year ago or so. Or 2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago because the CEO of the talent agency weren't paying their talents or some shit. I forgot. And Cinder was with them. That's why I'm questioning this right now. Okay. You know what? Let's still check it out though. No, not Ian. Menstrual phase. Cramp's been so bad lately. Please send me all your... Oh! 12. Calendar. It wasn't Ian. Okay, so chat, what does this mean? I wish that they explained to me what the graphs are for, but what does this mean? So, menstrual phase is over here. So what does the red mean? I assume, okay, menstruating. Never mind. What does this mean? Other? Fertile. Okay, gotcha, okay. So white is other. I don't know what other means. That's probably normal. Pink is fertile. Yellow is ovulating. Yes, okay. And then menstrual cycle. Okay, gotcha. I understood. Oh my god, wait a goddamn minute. Chat. They didn't just... They tracked... They have a fucking archaeologist tracking every single VTuber that is in here and, like, basically... not calibrated, like mathed that out to be accurate in real time. Of course, that's assuming that everyone has a regular period, but like They go back through fucking 2022? Oh my god! We have VTuber historians. This guy, the person who made this site is a period historian. Oh my god, they have actual people doing this shit. That's crazy to me, but crazy in a very funny way. It means I gotta go breed Cinder right now. Hey, Charlie Spare, I support you, brother. Oh my god, do it before her boyfriend does. And you know what? Respect. They're very professional about it. The way that they do it, they do this. Jesus. Lassie Pyre, Annie. Okay, this is 3 a.m. Fox Plushie. It feels so wrong putting Chibidoki in here. Hana, okay, Captain Hana is here. Milky, Marie. Oh my. Lime? Okay, let's look at Shylily. We looked at Cinder, now we have to look at Shylily. What's the source on this? My uterus has decided to forgive me once again for not bearing any offspring. Okay. This is back in... This is back in 2025, so only a couple months ago. That's cool. Okay. Well, it seems like Shylily is fine having people record it. What if Shylily is synchronized with Cinder? Okay. Okay, remember this. No, actually, no, they're not. I understand. Because some of you guys said that Rima doesn't tell people when her period is, right? So yeah, okay, there's nobody here. For Rima's part, it's empty. Gotcha. Understood. Back online. Okay, gotcha. Hey. If there is some sort of secret Discord server in this, please let me in. I am so curious about the inception of this site. I swear to God, it's just for research purposes. I know a lot of creepy perverts say that unironically, but I say that ironically, but I say this unironically. I want to understand the process. This is so interesting to me. It really is. Face invaders have confirmed they are insane sometimes. I mean, math basically makes it that it has to be. Let's actually look at Face Connect. Face Connect. Pipa, I'm gonna look at your... Oh, Pipa's not here. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Alright. Let's look at what this Manhera is in. Okay. 2023, by the way. 2023, they mapped this out. They triangulate fucking everything. That is insane to me. Project F, are you for real? Are we including dead talent? So Lorelai's here? Okay, nobody's here. She was talking about... Search if Fuwawa and Mokoko has the same JP cycle. Hey, I see your Japanese yen. I will indulge you, fellow Jap. Let's see. Hololive. Okay, Hololive English. Gotcha. Mokoko Abyss Guard and Fuwawa Abyss Guard. There we go. Okay. Today, Fuwamoko is tweeting anymore with matching migrant. Wow, okay, that should tell you enough. Okay, 2025, by the way. So, literally December 2, 2025. Okay. Okay, gotcha. 28, 20. Oh, so according to the site, it's not. Look, it's different, right? This is Mokoko. And this is Fuwawa. So they're not like dual wielding. It's not. Yeah. My 2 view is untrackable. She's irregular, lol. Yeah. Fuck now. Is it great? Is it creepy? Shit. Now I'm curious if like a lot of, because there's a lot of indies and 2 views here. Okay, there's a lot. So now I'm curious if Noose is in here. And no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's creepy, I think. Funny but creepy. Creepy but funny. Yeah. Oh, it was this one. Yeah, okay. So it was United. Wait, is it? No, it's not. Never mind. It's not this one. It's not this one. Fuck, there was another one. V Cryptid. Who's part of this again aside from Lena? Is Lena part of? Never mind. So this website must have been in the works for a long time. Gotcha. Okay. Understood. Scarlet hasn't been on her period for a while. Wait, fucking really? No Scarlet here. So I guess it's like, I guess the website is still currently in development. We'll just have to see. Maybe hey brother, maybe Scarlet is pregnant and you don't know it yet. Yeah. But I'm willing to bet a lot of you want Scarlet. You want to be like reincarnated as like Scarlet's daughter or something, or son. Hey, I don't judge. I give it a week before it's taken down. Some part of me thinks that it might get taken down. Yeah, cause there's all shit like that always is gonna happen. Always. Oh, Shondo, okay. I'm not on here because I'm a beautiful, sinless goddess. My antipsychotics sterilized me. Aw, holy fuck. Okay, gotcha. Why would they take this down? Oh, for literally because it makes them uncomfortable and that's it. Like, sorry, by take this down, I mean it's gonna get cancelled. Like, there's going to be like a fair few people who are super against this or super like very vocal about this, and is going to report it to the server hosts, and the server host might probably cave to the mob and delete it. Just like what what's his name? I forgot the name. Just like what happened to Kiwi Farms. Sure, Kiwi Farms is alive right now, but that's because like the owner of the site, Josh, is actually like pretty dedicated to the site and has resources to like and has people volunteering for this shit. I don't know if this site has the people and the resources to be able to fight something like that, but who knows really. Yeah. The site is based in New York. Oh, I don't know how to figure that out. How did you know that? Add VTuber, add evidence. Oh, so it's a... Oh! Oh my god, wait a minute. So I can... So, I thought there would be like moderators for this. Oh, okay, yeah, there is. All new VTubers and observations now require moderator approval. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. So a lot of VTubers can add themselves to this. Okay? Congratulations, VTuber bros. You can add your Oshis here if you like. Register yourself. Mods probably... it's not worth it. The mods are probably gonna take me out. Yeah. Wait, Kitsu is here? Hold on, okay. Bro, what? Okay, Kitsu is here? God damn. God fucking damn. It's honestly creepy. It's exactly why I'm taking... Yeah, okay, gotcha. So, yeah, I agree. I agree with the sentiment that, yeah, if you don't want your personal info or like private information to get talked about, don't say it, right? Like the moment this shit fucking gets... The moment it leaves your lips, and gets fed into a camera, it's going to be recorded. 100%. Yeah. Add news now. Go to rules or whatever. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't think I want to add news now. I don't know if she'd be comfortable with it. And even then, I don't know her, period, chat. Okay, let's see. No doxing or identity speculation. Do not connect two personas unless they publicly affirm the connection. I understand. Do not upload content that reveals location or other personal details. Okay, okay, respect. All talented contributors to the site must be at least 18. Gotcha. Nothing on this website is medical advice. If you're in pain, please consult. Okay. Okay. Do not be a nuisance to the girls. Do not mention their cycle to them unless they mention it first. Okay, so, chat. Fucking schizo ovulation guy is very professional about this. I understand. I understand. God damn. Hey, ovulation guy. I respect your game, man. I don't know who you are, but I respect your game. I respect your ball. I respect the ball that way. Add evidence. Gotcha. Okay. Fascinating, fascinating. Geeks Plus? Are there VTubers for Geeks Plus? I don't think so, right? There's only like one or two. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, professionals have standards, exactly. Okay. Oh, socks. Oh god, socks. Oh my god. Of course. Let's look at you. Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh my god. OMG sync sister? Can you guys scare my period away? It's hurting me. I understand. I understand. Alright. That's enough for today. I respect your ball. I hope that I sincerely hope the site stays up. I really do. If something happens to it, or if it's getting cancelled, I will put attention to it. Like I said, I acknowledge the fact that it's creepy, but I think it's funny, so I want it to be up. Alright. Let's talk about the next thing we're going to talk about. I'm going to let you guys know right now. Okay? I only barely kinda half know what's happening in the US. I've only seen tidbits about like what happened with this drama. The reason why I'm talking about this is because, you know, well, one, I needed an excuse to stream, and two, a lot of people in my DMs were asking me to talk about it, and you know, it's basically like a half thing, two ways. For the people that want me to cover VTuber drama that is so tied to politics, to especially American politics, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I can't comment on it. I can only talk about the play-by-play of the entire incident, because I can't in good faith talk about which side is right, or like whether or not the drama or the incident is justified, because I don't live in the US, right? I've heard a lot of things about ICE, mostly mixed things. Some people support it, some people don't like it. So in the future, if there's anything asking me to do this, I probably won't. And I don't want anyone in my chat arguing about it too. 3 streams ago, somebody in my chat, multiple people in my chat were arguing about like politics that I don't understand. Okay? Cause, yeah, and that's basically all I'll talk about it, right? So I'm only going to cover this via a play-by-play. Yeah, reminder, Dian is not American, nor does he live there. Yeah, yeah. Next thing you know, someone's gonna make a male VTuber last baited counter. Oh shit, don't do that. I would put myself there probably. Yeah. What is the point of asking you? You are on the other side of the planet. Dusilos, this is the dilemma. Okay, maybe it's not even a dilemma, but the thing about being a drama tuber, right? Or being a VTuber that covers drama or comments on the happenings in VTubing, a lot of us are ESL. And a lot of us don't really even live in the US. Or is far removed from the happenings in the US. And whenever we don't, and most of our rules, I don't know about most, but like maybe some React tubers like Leaflet is like inherently political or whatever. But like a lot of the rules that like a lot of drama tubers or news tubers attend to is the no politics rule. The no politics rule has been a rule since 2020, since like 2019 even. And people right now, whenever we don't cover drama that is inherently political, I'm not talking about like identity politics, chat, okay? Like that's different. What I'm talking about political is like stuff that is actually happening on the US. Or like, again, the ICE raid thing. People are wants us to cover that sort of topic. Otherwise, we are fence sitting, or otherwise we are supporting or not condemning any sort of atrocity or whatever. Chat, I have a lot of people in Twitter, among many places, that I am a sympathizer for like, genocide or like pedophilia or fucking Donald Trump or fucking whatever the case might be. I have a lot of people saying that. You know why? Because I don't talk about this and I refuse to talk about this. And maybe I make comments that are not necessarily friendly towards one political spectrum and another, even though I am just as hostile and make fun of the other side just as much as I do a certain like political side. And it's weird, right? And we are put into this very uncomfortable spot where we can't do anything but fence sit. We're not affected by this. I don't see any reason why we should cover this. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why. So yeah, this is probably the only unless there is like big news that is happening. Let's say fucking a Nijisanji office in the US got raided by ICE and fucking like 5 staff members there got deported. Maybe I'll talk about that. But me personally, yes, this might be like, this is not really even that big of a drama. It's just shit flinging. It's not like it's not gonna affect any one of the content creators involved in this in any significant way, let's say a year from now or something. Yeah. I hate when people try to force content creators to stake on things they know nothing about. It's not even that. It's that is part of that, but like it's a lot of things too. So anyway, let's talk about this for now, okay? Miss Lala, 1950. So I think we've seen her before, right? Like I mean, I have definitely seen her around before. I'm sure you guys have too. She said "fuck ICE" because apparently somebody got unfairly shot at. Okay, maybe not unfairly shot. I feel like if it feels like I'm downplaying it, I'm trying not to. I've took like a little bit of a little bit of research for the coverage of this like topic, but basically somebody got shot at in a way that made ICE look bad because the person was what looks like she was the person that got shot at was actually unharmed, and it's actually like it's a lot of debate about how the whole entire thing is unconstitutional rather, or whatever the case might be, right? So fuck ICE. A lot of content creators in the space are also saying fuck ICE. Some are even like not even directly saying it. Some of them are actually like vague posting it. So if you look at okay, fuck, you know what? I can't pull it up. I can't pull up anyone right now. But if you look at a lot of VTubers, you might notice that they posted something about ICE, and not ICE as in the government agency, but like ICE as in like the thing that gets frozen, as a way to vague post about their disapproval for the entire thing, while trying to not make it obvious, right? That's what they're talking about, right? So she says that, and obviously a lot of people, it's mixed. The reception is mixed. Low viewership is low, huh? Indeed. Yes, with you on that, sister. New fan. So, yeah, suffice to say, a lot of people are not happy with this statement. Right? Yeah. So a lot of people really not happy with this. And the thing that got a lot of people talking about is Rev's response. Says, Larps as a 1950s VTuber hates current federal agency that is more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period included in her LARP. So, he says this, right? And why don't I see... Hold on, why can't I see Lala replying to this? Lala replied to this. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. Jesus. Where is it? Chat, give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's on the other comment. I understand. Okay. So, like me personally, that's not really the point. I think Rev made like a false equivalency here. You know, just because I feel like we all know this, right? Like, you know, the time period that she is LARPing on doesn't necessarily mean that she agrees or is enforcing or like whatever the case might be of all the practices of that time period, right? A case where I would say that is because if for example I'm a knight or I'm a noble or I'm a king, does it mean that I support decapitation or fucking witch burning? Because that just because it's included in my LARP, like, doesn't mean I support that, whatever the case might be. But basically, aside from that false equivalency, Rev is basically saying that basically it's a long-winded way of disagreeing and not liking what Lala has to say. Then Lala says, if you want to have a conversation about my actions, then come to me and let's have a conversation. My post wasn't directed towards you, and I don't know what I have personally done to you to warrant a targeted reaction to me about your community, to the point that I am receiving slurs from your community members. Ephesians Ephesians Bible verse: be kind to one another and tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. You're a man of faith, correct? You don't have to like my opinions, Rev, but you also don't have to antagonize your community against me. Okay? And I think, me personally, this is also sort of a, how do I want to say this? I would personally take this out. I'm not trying to like instruct Lala play-by-play here about what she said wrong. But basically, the sentiment is saying, yeah, dude, I don't know why the fuck you're even doing this to me, right? And why you basically sent your community to target me and stuff like that by retweeting my shit and X, Y, and Z, right? And we can see that there's a bit of a ratio. 10k likes, 17k likes. And in my opinion, chat, this isn't even that much of a ratio. This got 1 million views, this got 1.6 million views. So, this is how I know the metrics, the numbers that I'm seeing right now. This is how I know that VTubing is very torn. VTubing as an industry is very torn on the whole political thing. They really are. I think so. I don't think any side is more... I don't think VTubing is more left-leaning or right-leaning than the other. Like, I don't think there's like a heavy thing there. I think we are close to being equal in terms of that sort of thing. You know why? Because VTubing, right? A lot of the fan base in VTubing are traditionalists. Not just traditionalists in VTubing, but old anime fans. And I have to be honest, like from what I've noticed, old anime fans sort of lean Republican, or at least buy into the right-leaning political spectrum. There's a lot of incidents in anime that has led to people going there. There's a lot of incidents within the anime industry that made a lot of people really hate any sort of quote woke ideology, right? And on one hand, because VTubing is female dominated, you will expect that a lot of the females that want to be in VTubing in the first place are also left-leaning. They're LGBT friendly and supporting for obvious reasons. It's fucking VTubing, right? And they're women, feminism and all that. So it makes sense that the fan base leaning this way and the VTubers leaning this way, and a large part of the audience of VTubing leaning that way too, because they want to support the politics of their VTubing, clash, and they roughly have almost the same sort of numbers in fan bases, right? Yeah. I would call them Republican. Oh yeah, sorry, no, I didn't mean to say Republican. Basically, I mean right? Yeah. So that's what happens. That's what's currently happening now, even. That's why there's such a dichotomy. And as we can see, there's a lot of people, even if we open the quote retweet, we don't even have to, because the comment section speaks for themselves. What the hell are you doing? I thought you were this sweet lady with a funny voice actor and you're not anti-Ice Wagon. So I want to highlight this, okay? I want to highlight this. Because this is exactly why VTubers and VTuber fans themselves are always against politics in VTubing. Right? Because one, if you lean a certain way, especially if you support a certain way, and you don't want the blowback of that happening, you don't want to tell people. I've always said this from the get-go, even since 2023. Basically, putting a megaphone on your political beliefs in VTubing is the negative EV move. It's a very what's the term I'm looking for here? Unproductive move. Because you are going to isolate a major part of your audience the moment you say you support X, Y, and Z. I am in the belief that if you are an entertainer, your job is to entertain. You have a platform, right? A lot of people are going to tell you to be responsible for your platform. A lot of people are going to tell you to basically be a good role model. I say fuck that. You do whatever the fuck you want with your platform. You don't have to morally grandstand with your platform. You have to be responsible with your platform, of course, but being a role model and being responsible are two different things. I'm not calling out this guy specifically because he's crashing the fuck out. It's a very like, what's the term I'm going to talk? It's a very what's the term I'm going to go for here? Too long didn't read fucking, sort of sentiment. I'm not going to read all of it, but these two words are exactly all what you need to say. Exactly. Going political is a double-edged sword. Yeah, exactly. It always is. A lot of people don't like fence-sitters, but when you are a content creator, especially in like the world right now, you kind of have to be. Okay, sorry. Let me reword that. You benefit more if you are a fence-sitter. Yeah. Personally, I try to avoid politics. It's either because it's either low follows polydrama and gets heated, or it's really boring where you read through the policy and they get very long. I told you guys about my rat, right? Hold on. I told you guys about my rat, right? My rat of politics is basically that, like, it's intentionally projected in the very hostile, inflammatory way that it is to further divide people. I think that's what's happening. Yeah. People are just parrots for politics. Very few people have actual thoughts. Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, no, I agree with that. An individual is smart. People are stupid. The reason why people are stupid is because, how do I want to say this? People often parrot what their a lot of people. You can like tell me I'm wrong here, but I don't think I am. A lot of people really get their political beliefs from their parents and their peers. Most people don't actually do their research. This goes for both the left and the right. I 100% agree that. I have IRL friends that are super conservative and very progressive. And some of them are very stupid. Very stupid in the way where they fall for the most blatant misinformation either side gives. They fall for rage bait. They get easily, like, this is why, like, the algorithm right now is so, like, emotionally manipulative. They prey on your emotions. And they get what they want because of that. And politicians benefit from that the most. Exactly. You're better off pretending politics doesn't exist, but also will be like, but I want my VTubers to be human, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I think that's the problems with VTuber right now. A lot of traditional VTubers, especially those JP leaning, are very much in the don't be political, third wrangled because, you know, fucking they belong in a VTuber agency and they don't want their VTuber agency to be connected to X, Y, and Z. They are very much built to be entertainers, right? And yes, they should be seen as human, but they are often projected as a way that is bigger than human. They are larger than life. And I've always said this. A VTuber should be larger than life. They shouldn't be just human, right? Otherwise, that erases the point and the benefits of being a VTuber. But on the other hand, you have a lot of new people, you have a lot of up-and-coming VTubers that have got themselves a decent, sizable audience that do actually believe in the whole, yeah, you should be political sort of thing. Yeah, you should, like, tell people your opinions and you should be allowed to say them in X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I agree with it. Oh, sorry, I disagree with it, rather. Yeah. Depends if you think of VTubing in a practical sense like mouse. Corporate VTubers are probably very seriously warned against doing political statements. Of course they are. Chat, corpo VTubers are intently told not to do this, especially if you're in Hololive. Because the last time a Hololive member did that, you know what fucking happened, chat? The Coco incident. The Coco incident happened when somebody said something political. And it wasn't even political. It was an accident. Even something that slightly implies politics fucks you over. Okay? And I'm not just talking about like for example, like the whole identity politics thing. I think that's like a huge part of like the political debate and the political discussion that currently goes on in VTubing a lot. But I don't think that's like politics. You know what I mean? That's social. That's I'm guessing if I have to categorize it, that's social politics. That's politics that are beyond, like, let's say the US, right? Where anybody can comment on it. That's why I comment on that stuff when it becomes relevant as well, right? But ICE, the whole fucking thing that's going on with the US right now, that's not something a lot of people can talk about. And not a lot of people are even informed properly about. Right? It's like the drug war that happened here in the Philippines. I wouldn't want a non-Filipino to talk about the drug war and the shit that happened, or the whatever case happens under the case happened in the Duterte administration to talk about it, because I'm going to guarantee you they know nothing about it, right? And it's the same way. Coco did nothing wrong. Yeah, of course Coco did nothing wrong. There's just some retards over in China. Yeah. So. Yeah. How is identity social politics? Identity social politics not politics? No, I'm not talking. I don't. They are politics, just not like hard politics. If somebody said in the chat, like there are different sort of politics where it's like, I don't know if I can find the word for that right now. I'm super. I don't want to use the ESL excuse a lot, but because I don't know how to say it. It's something that a lot of us can comment about, and it's not hard, if that makes sense. Yeah. In any case, after this happened, there's a lot of things that happened after this. Okay? There's a lot of things that happened after this. The most that we've seen, this. So, a lot of VTubers are disassociating from advanced GG. Oh shit, can I move the screen? A lot of VTubers are disassociating from Advanced GG because Rev is sponsored by Advanced GG, right? Or powered by Advanced GG in some sort of way. Yeah, because of the things that are happening here. Right? Okay, this is a shit post. I wanted to bring this up later because this is an obvious shit post. But yeah. Yeah, look at this. There were 5 more that I've seen. A lot of people just dipping from the company because, you know, a Rev is sponsored by it. So, there's 2 things happening here. Lala is claiming that she is receiving slurs and a lot of hate from Rev's community because Rev decided to retweet what she said and broadcast it to his audience. Would I think Rev, let's say, incited a harassment campaign against Lala or whatever the case might be? No. I've said this for a long time now. When a harassment campaign is when it's intentional. Right? When it's intentional. When you go into a person's space, not just retweet their shit. Retweeting their shit is okay. But when you go into their personal space, you get into their... You go while they're streaming, you go into their DMs, you go for their sponsors, whatever the case might be, and that's a harassment campaign for me. Okay? Yeah. I guess Rev just said his opinion. I just think it was very I think it was very unwelcome. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. And then because of that, because Rev did that, a lot of people are trying to boycott Advanced GG, or maybe it's a sort of way to get Advanced GG to boycott Rev actually. And I don't think Miss Lala is doing that on purpose too. What's happening here is Rev's community harassing Lala, and the people, and like Lala's, without like, you know, him endorsing or saying anything like that. And then Lala's like peers or fellow or mutuals or whatever the case might be, trying to cancel Rev's sponsors. Yeah. They're basically on this like hate loop. And I think that's the difficult thing when it comes to like beef like this in the internet. Right? It really is. It always starts somewhere, but it's always unintentional. It really is. Rev didn't mean to cancel or like send harassment. I don't think Rev intended to cancel or send harassment through Lala's way by doing this. Lala said her opinion. Rev said his opinion regarding her opinion. And then, you know, this happened. That's neither one of their fault, I would like to think. This is just a proxy war. Yeah, exactly. This is just a proxy war. But they're not doing it on purpose. It really is. This whole situation is very silly and could have been avoided, TBH. I don't think this could have been avoided. This will always inevitably happen when you say something political in the internet. Always. Always, always, always. Even as little as... even just as little as the tiniest, most weird... the tiniest, weirdest fucking rage bait will always eventually lead to this sort of discussion. That's why, in my opinion, just say nothing. Yeah. The same happened with the Charlie Kirk tweet. I don't know anything about that. The pushback is not deserved, but it is unexpected. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the same thing that I say to all about drama. Like shit like this happening. At the same time, Miss Lala has every right to say this. But if you say that, then Rev also has all the right to say this too. It's a public space. It will happen. You post something in your space. Well, it doesn't matter if it's in your space. In a public space like Twitter, you will always have some sort of response. Right? Yeah. But she screamed in public and the public reacted. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah. So that's what's happening right now. And then Miss Lala said something, responded to this by saying, there are a lot of people who are feeling scared and helpless right now, and I also don't believe that there is anything radical about being empathetic. I'm not afraid of having conversations with others about difficult and sensitive subjects, but slinging words in an attempt to assassinate my character is not coming to the table in earnest. And on that note, I do not condemn comments defending me that encourage harm. They are not helpful and we can be better. Lastly, I am aware that my branding may mislead people to the ideals and community I represent. So here's a reminder that myself and the dinner stand by vintage style, not vintage values. Meaning that I can appreciate aesthetic and not adopt. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all know this. Yeah. We all know this. So that's basically, I think that's, yeah, that was basically her last comment on the topic. And I'm glad that she said this, because if there's anything Rev and Lala would probably agree on, it's this. Yeah, it's this. This is just what happens when you say something in the internet. Twitter is PvP by result. Yeah, of course. Then obviously people aren't leaving her alone here, right? They were helpless and scared too. I don't know the context for this. There are a bunch of kids that got. Okay, so if I'm going to guess this from context clues, basically a lot of illegal immigrants fucking killed or sexually assaulted these people. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No one gained from this. Nothing. No one gained nothing from this in the end. Yeah, nobody gained anything rather from this. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, like I said, you can do whatever you like with your platform, right? Lala wants her platform to have, Lala wants people to know that she leans a certain way, and that should be respected, right? She shouldn't be harassed for that. There shouldn't be anything for that. Blah, 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 blah. But, you know, and Rev also leans a certain way, and there's nothing wrong with that. We are all able to exist in a space in this industry with that sort of mindset. But like I said, you lean a certain way, Lala leans a certain way, Rev says a certain way, they broadcast it to the world, they will expect backlash. Yeah. Lala gained virtue points, maybe lost a few viewers. Hard to say. Has she streamed yet? I don't know. Though I'm curious if she did. Because if she did, then that makes my whole don't talk about politics stronger in my books. Right? Like, I'm very curious about the case. I'm very curious about how this would, like, affect... Like, I want to have a case study on this, basically. I want to see if that rule still adds up. Because if I remember correctly, talking about those sort of things in Twitter used to be a bad thing that would actually harm your numbers. But then there came a certain time where it actually helped with your numbers. But then it seems like there's a trend where it doesn't anymore. So I'm very curious about how that goes. Yeah. Lala isn't going to gain viewers or support from this. Rev will. I don't think Rev will gain any viewers or sympathy from this. I don't think so. Because I feel like any person who has reacted to this or feels a certain way about this already watches Rev in the first place. Right? And Rev has like a very big platform by himself. Right? Like I don't think anybody is gaining anything from this. I'm gonna be honest with you. People are politically exhausted, like normal, not terminally online people are starting to not care. Oh, that's me too, by the way. That's me too. In terms of US politics at least. Philippines politics, of course, like I kinda care, right? You guys wanna share something funny? You guys wanna see something funny? Mindanao, Philippine. Now I'm gonna share to you a really recent politics, right? Okay, so this happened. This happened like literally like 2 days ago or something, right? You see this shit, chat? Was it a mayor or vice mayor? A politician. Let's say it's a politician. A politician of, let's say. Remember when we had that discussion where I lived in the GTA server of the Philippines, basically like in Mindanao, right? The south part where there's a lot of like the religious violence. There's a lot of like cultish people. There's a lot of weirdos out there that want to fucking kill each other and shit like that. Yeah, the PvP server. So this just fucking happened. A politician got fired at by a goddamn RPG. So that's very funny. Yeah, look at this shit, chat, okay? Boom! Yeah, and then they fucking dipped. It's literally a one run and gun. Right? A run and gun. Yeah. Yeah. And then they fucking fire the RPG, they just fucking dip. But the thing is, the mayor, the politician, did not die. The armored car that the guy was like wearing, that the car that the mayor was in got fucked. Some people died, but the mayor himself was alive. Holy shit. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one political thing that happened in the Philippines right now. I would explain to you all the political background to give context on how this happened, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah, look at okay. This is the car, and then the guy this is the car, the black is the car, and then that white van over there is the guys with the RPG. So look at this shit, okay? Okay? They get out, fucking grab the RPG, fires it on the car, boom! The car still keeps moving. Yeah. Yeah. Great ad for the car, the black car. Yeah. So there's a lot of lore for this as to why it didn't like get destroyed. But basically the TLDR is that the RPG they use is fucking weak because it's not genuine. It's not an authentic, or it's scrapped together basically. It's a very DIY RPG that's sold in the black market. So, okay, so I do know a little bit about this. In the Philippines, chat, there is a gun black market. In Cebu, specifically in Cebu City, one of the biggest cities in the Philippines, there is a black market for guns and explosions and like things that kill people, right? Because in the Philippines, there's a lot of militias, there's a lot of people that like kill, there's a lot of mercenaries, there's a lot of things. So if you want like a gun that's untrackable, you want like a DIY weapon, you go to these sort of black markets. And you always usually get what you pay for. I don't know if they're cheap, but usually they're affordable for the people that want them. Yeah. Smuggling? No, not smuggling. Some of them are actually just DIY. Like they're like crafted weapons. They're basically playing Minecraft in here. Were they caught? I forgot if they were caught. I have. Wouldn't that be the fault of the rocket and not the gun itself? Yeah, it's the fault of the ammunition. Blaze. Yeah, the ammunition wasn't strong enough to basically fucking kill that guy. Yeah. Yeah. So they got the fucking person that decided to hire them, or maybe not even hire, maybe they are part of the militia that fucking tried to do this. Yeah. That is fucking retard, okay? One guy got over there, flip-flops, an RPG in hand, and the other guy got his goddamn assault rifle. What the fuck is bro doing? He's so useless. What is he do? Fucking... He just decided to aim and do nothing with it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is happening in the Philippines. In the PvP server of the Philippines, you might remember this is... I don't know if this frequently happens, but yeah, okay, this is the damage. This is the damage. Chat, it barely scratched the fucking car. Okay, look at this shit. That's the extent of the damage. It flattened the car. Fucking... Wow. So, the manufacturer, the creator, or the site where that RPG was bought probably gonna develop a bad rep. Yeah. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, by the way, too, chat. This is what I'm talking about. So here, if you live here in the northern Philippines, where most people are, you're probably safe from war and starvation. I mean, there's a lot of poor people in there, just as there are a lot of poor people anywhere. But that's the more developed areas of the Philippines. Here, in Visayas, in the middle Philippines, that's like mostly the nature people. This is where the ghost stories happen. This is where there's still a lot of nature and untapped, unbridled, untouched virgin lands. South Philippines over here is the PvP server. This is where the war happens. This is where the cult people are. This is where people get killed. This is where you get murdered for the wrong reasons and shit like that. Yeah. So very interesting. Yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah. What is going on in the Philippines that they're shooting RPGs at the mayor? Oh, it's mostly just political reasons. Am I going to like talk about this? I don't know if it's like relevant right now, but basically it's very religious coded. It's for religious reasons. It's a bit deeper than that, but that's the TLDR. Yeah. Not now. Yeah, not now. So anyway, next, what we want to talk, let's take a break from all the political bullshit, right? And let's talk about one of the funniest shit I've ever seen. What kind of political reason is it to shoot an RPG though? Oh, basically to kill people. Just as it is in politics, if you disagree with anyone, just kill them, right? If there is a politician that, the same way, if there is a politician that stops a certain right or a certain movement from happening or is vetoing X, Y, or Z or represents something you don't like, fucking shoot him. Yep. Palate cleanser time. So I've seen this, right? So I've seen this. I'm going to tank my monetization from this because it's the funniest shit ever. Have you seen the goddamn pedophile, strongest pedophile in history versus strongest pedophile in the modern day sort of memes? This is it. Okay, we're going to watch this right now. We're going to look at the full fight even. Goddamn, because it's the funniest shit ever.
For all, Jeff. Your time has passed 6 years ago. It's time to go.
Is that you, Diddy? Long time no see, my old friend.
Yeah.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
A worthy opponent?
Hi, News. Welcome
I'll
to
tear
stream.
you apart faster than you do it with your victims, Epstein.
That's bold coming from you. Remember,
Okay.
you're the challenger
Okay.
here. Anyways, let's start this battle. I hope you put up a good fight at least.
And that's exactly why you will lose. This fight started a while ago.
Oh, he got hit by that. Okay. Fucking hate this dude. Okay. 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 The Israel symbol. Okay.
Solid baby oil. Unleash.
Oh, that's a hollow purple thing. Okay. Okay, let's fucking go. I don't know how they do this shit, dude. Hollow purple again? Okay.
Domain expansion. Epstein Island Temple.
Let's go, domain expansion, let's go! And its guts fucking blocked, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's go. Look at this shit, chat. Isn't this the most... This is some insane aura there, dude. Insane aura. Epstein Island Temple. Okay, let's fucking go. Okay, did it get fucked? Did it get fucked? Okay, let's go.
Imaginary technique. Baby oil detonation.
Oh. Diddy's fucking doing something. Oh, okay. That's basically the simple domain. Okay. Let's go. How the fuck did they end up in the sky, dude? JJK could never, dude. Jujutsu Kaisen could never.
Domain expansion. Divine baby oil.
Oh shit, Gojo is ulting. Let's go. Baby oil, okay. Let's go.
He is doing better than I expected. Well, with this treasure I summoned.
With this treasure I summoned.
47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Oh god. I need a fuller version of this. I need a fuller version of this. I need... Oh my god. Dude. I love it. I love... And by the way, chat, 2 sticks of RAM cost $900 because of this, by the way. True. True. God. We're gonna watch this short again just to watch it again. Jesus, dude.
Domain expansion. Epstein Island Temple.
I love this so much. I really do. Oh my god. God, I love this aura. Ah.
Imaginary technique. Baby oil detonation. Domain expansion.
Yeah.
Divine baby oil bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh my god.
He is doing better than I expected. Well, with this treasure I summoned.
I love it, by the way. I love it when he says that. With this treasure, I summon Donald Trump. That's the funniest shit ever. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there's a part 3. I don't think there is. I tried to look it up, but I can't find it. Yeah. The AI companies aren't even making money doing it. The person who made this aren't even making money doing it. So here's what I want to do. I want to learn how to make videos like this. I want to learn how to make shit posts like this. My dream as a content creator has always been to make like the most fucking dog shit posts for some reason, for obvious reasons. Yeah. Yeah, as News said, I can just remove the song later. It's fine. Yeah. So, is RAM prices going up because of this? Hey, maybe in some fucked up humorless universe, the answer is yes. This is still political. Maybe. I mean, it is. Yeah, it is political because it's literally fucking, you know, it involves Donald Trump, Diddy, and Epstein, right? For obvious reasons. But they're making fun of it. And I like it that way. I like it that way. So, yeah. Clanker generated VTubing shitposts. Maybe not VTubing shitposts. I'd use it for a different sort of shitpost, not VTubing related. If I started to make like AI shitposts like this, chat, you wouldn't know it's me. Yeah. You will get to relive that director movie arc. Oh, fuck, I would. Your AI slap is actually kind of entertaining, but the fact that you used AI ruined it for me. I think okay, so let's talk about AI for a bit. I think in this sort of scenario, the fact that it is AI is probably part of the punchline. Right? How do you want to say this? Like, the self-awareness required to make something like this is like funny. I think so, at least. Yeah. What artist is being copied? Oh, it's not that there's artists being copied. The reason why this sucks is, again, fucking unironically, people. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why RAM prices are going up, right? But the biggest reason that we've seen is one. Was it Micro? Fuck, what was that company? I forgot which company it was, but like one of the big companies that produced 40% of consumer RAMs is going to exclusively make RAM for AI companies now, because the AI companies really need that RAM. So because of like companies and consumers maybe using and preferring to do a lot of AI generated bullshit, the demand. Companies are catering to that demand instead of the demand of the public. So that harms us, the public, directly. Micron, yeah, it was Micron. No, not Nvidia, it was Micron. Yeah. So that's fucked up. That's one thing AI fucked up. And you know, we all know about like the environmental fucking effects of AI, right? Like, you know, electricity going up, fucking whatchamacallit? Like it ruins the environment in a lot of way. I forgot exactly the exact things. I would bring it up right now, but I don't, you know. The problem with AI isn't just because it's unethical because it copies artists or whatever the case might be. It's just because the pivoting to it all of a sudden makes a lot of problems, right? I would like to think that if AI was integrated into the universe, into the world a little more slowly and evenly, in a way that lets the general public be able to adapt and pivot, that might have been okay. But I think part of the big reasons is because the suddenness of it, right? Yeah, poison rivers. Yeah, exactly. And those data centers don't need RAM because they aren't built yet for a demand that isn't there. It's all speculative market's fault. That's why I said it's kind of complicated, right? Like, you know, the fact of the matter is, Wall Street or the stock market is actively rewarding AI companies and these like fucking companies that want to cater to the demand of the AI, the artificial and speculative demand of AI, and as a result, they get rewarded, we get fucked for it. So it's a lot of layers. It's a lot of layers. Yeah, I did my research on this, so I have my own opinion on it, which might be relevant in the future, but you know, hey. You know, they're not making it for the public. I think a lot of them are. Yeah. Rivers, yeah. AI uses a lot of water to cool all the computers. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's what's happening. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Polymarket real quick. Is there a... Will AI bubble crash or something? Is that like a bet? Is there like a bet here? Oh, there's not? For real? Damn, gotcha. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, gotcha. You're going to offer stock advice now? No, not really. Cause if I did, my only stock advice is just get it into the S&P or the fucking dump it into the S&P 500 or like the top 1,000 companies in the world and leave it there alone for like until you retire in 20, 30 years from now. That's the only advice I'll give you. But, you know, stock picking? Good luck on that. Statistically, more people lost their money stock picking than just playing it safe and fucking saving for retirement and shit. Oh, hi, News. By the way, if you're still in chat, did you guys do you know about this now? There's a fucking there's a VTuber period tracker that I think is very funny. So, you know, yeah. It might be very funny to put your own shit in here, but actually I would advise you not to do that, cause yeah, don't do that probably. Ew. Let's go. Yeah. News not there, by the way. Oh, I didn't look it up. Pregnancy fetish? No. It's basically just people that, like, want to track their Oshi's period or something, yeah. Okay. Last drama that we're gonna cover for today, chat. So, Ara culture. Okay? Ara culture. You might have known that a couple months ago, there was multiple VTubers that made a lot of Google Docies around Ara culture. And now, there's another one. Period fetish? I have no idea if it's a fetish. It's probably for those, but I can see why a lot. I think some people may see it as a fetish. Yeah. Is it time for Ara culture to get cancelled? So, it seems like a lot of people are not necessarily happy with the way how Ara culture does things. Okay, so yeah, let's look at this right now. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, logs. Oh, logs. Okay, these are the screenshots. This is the actual docky. Okay, let's go. How long is the doc? How long is the doc? 15 pages. Okay, it's not that much. It's 15 pages. What's Ara culture? Ara culture is basically a merch site or a merch platform. The same, it's like Uwu or Kawa basically. It's a merch platform. So anyway, let's look at this right now. My experience with Ara culture. I've been trying to resolve this in DMs for several years. Wow, okay. That's a strong entrance. Okay. I just need to get this off my chest in hopes that it will lift this off my shoulders and help me move forward. I'm a small creator, but please know this has hurt me in the same way it would hurt a big creator. People have left my community because of not getting their orders. They lied about refunding my community. I would have never known if it wasn't for the other girls putting out their docs. Yes, this happened a few months ago. Made shipping labels for products they didn't have to confuse people that they were waiting on orders. Because of this, people have only been partly refunded for their orders, forcing them to pay for shipping a non-existent product. Ultimately scamming my community and making me feel like a scammer because I talk so highly of them. Okay. Use delay tactics to drag things on. Doxed my real name along with my username on shipping label, even though I asked them to fix it from their previous mistake. Oh shit! Okay. Address and phone number is included. Okay. Wow. Okay. Can you guys read it? Hold on. Let me zoom in. There we go. Didn't send me everything I ordered and added random merch I didn't ask for. Some of which others were waiting in for their orders. Merch drop May 16, 2024. I ordered around September 2024 and got it at 2025. An entire year. Okay. Never paid me even though they said they did. I thought they did, but it was a dono from a community member, but they never corrected it. This includes my merch that was purchased at cons. Okay. I know in my screenshot that I'm annoyingly nice, but it's just who I am. I didn't want to upset someone that was dealing with my community's money. As you'll see, Aruno was the one talking to me most of the time because the manager was hard to get a hold of. Oh, by the way, yeah, Aruno Weaver. Yeah. I have screenshots of partly refunded orders, but these contain my community's personal info, so I don't feel like that's the best idea to share. The 8th screenshot when she says, I can give guarantees in the contacts around this time just to confirm we have already a contract rather. The excuse of tariffs has been made. Okay, so so tariffs. I actually know that a lot of VTubers and a few like groups and companies have actually got fucked because of the tariffs, especially like merch companies too. It's so fucked up. Yeah, but it happens a lot more than you think because, you know, tariffs are weird that way. I don't recommend buying from them or working with them, and don't be fooled by their posts on Twitter. Again, they're not sending out exactly what people ordered, and if they have good for them, but there are lots that aren't getting what they ordered. Even if they catch up on everything, there's always going to be a reoccurring thing. This whole ordeal has put me through so much stress, and I've worried that it will affect my community's trust in me in the future. Okay. What do I want from this? I want them to refund everything from every single order that hasn't gone out fully, and fully refund all the partly refunded orders. Don't make people reach out to you when you can see the issues on your side. Pay me what they should have so I can move on. Don't make me up for the refund you owe people if an order has been delivered. If an order has been delivered, pay me for it. I would also like any remaining merch of mine to have sent to me because you don't have any right to it anymore. I would like to give it to my community for free. I don't even want to talk to the manager anymore at this point. Just do what you said you were gonna do so I can move on and not think about this. He just needs to go through my orders and fix them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of VTubers that have made that has made a statement about they're working for Ara culture, and they're all sort of the same thing, right? Basically saying, yeah, fucking, you know, people aren't getting their orders, and even if they do get their orders, the stuff that they receive is wrong, and I can't get my shit. So what the fuck is happening? So a lot of things happening here. Video covered by Kazahana. Lol. Okay. Damn. I was dead when this happened. I think. There are only a few. There are only people who have come out of it. There are many more along with their communities and their hard-earned money. If you are a creator working with them at the moment and you think everything is fine with your orders, I strongly recommend that you ask your community about their orders and ask for proof from the manager. This has affected every partner I talk to. Thank you for listening to. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. If any screenshots below are blurry, I posted them in the main link. Okay, gotcha. So what is this? That money is gone. Yeah, in the case of shit like this, that money is always usually gone, yeah. What if NA fans order from an NA VTuber? Does the tariff still affect? Maybe over material? Yes, VTuber, Book Wizard, yes. Because a lot of these aren't manufactured in the US. They're usually over at in China. And if they are in China, they got fucked with the tariffs, yeah. Like, that's the excuse. Okay. We are waiting for the hats to come in. The guy that said he would make them keeps delaying, so I may file a chargeback if he doesn't get them to me within the next week and just order from someone else. Sorry for this. Do you know how many were ordered? I know me and a handful of people did, but I wonder what I should say to them. 10. Okay, 10 orders. Also, our updated contract is being sent to you via email and DocuSign. Okay, 1 month later. Hi, I just want to check in on how things were going with Visors. I still haven't gotten mine, so I assume it's still up in the air. Wondering if anyone else has received any of the merch. Another month later. And nobody replied. Okay, never mind. Aruna replied 5 days later. Hi, let me check on this sometimes, but the post office... Sometimes the post office loses packages, which is pretty common, but we can just remake and ship ASAP. Okay. Wow. So an entire 2 months on this and nothing happened. Gotcha. Jesus. Three days later, she says, was anyone able to check on this? It would also be good for me to know what orders still haven't been sent out. Especially since I haven't gotten anything I've ordered. I really do worry. Hi, baby. I'm at ALA. I assume that's a con. Okay. Okay. A lot of TLDR. If I remember right, I have everything in my order besides the hoodie, short, and IDK. Oh, okay. Okay, basically... Wow, a lot of people aren't getting their shit. And she's very worried that it makes her look bad. Not to be mean, and I don't want to ask for free stuff because I already paid, but I was under the impression that I'd get one of each of these things for free. I was surprised when I was told cause blank, and I gave up on the idea, which is fine. I didn't remind you guys or anything, and super happy to support the company 100%, but I ordered, and I haven't received even one thing I bought. And the manager hasn't said anything about it, so yeah, I'm just really confused and kinda sad. I know I'm not super big or anything, but I was super confident in this partnership. I hope we can resolve this soon. Otherwise, I need to remove things from my store that you guys can't promise. I'd like my community to get refunds of the things they're never gonna get. I did get an Ara hoodie, one of mine for free, and then a hoodie and a shirt, etc. Sorry for any typos. Okay. Jesus. I'm gonna send you one of everything, and I'm checking on that order right now. Give me a sec. Oh, okay, Jesus. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Wow. Okay, so first of all, sorry for the delays and such. Post office is stinky and loses shit. Wasn't there a strike? Or does that like not affect the post office? Does it? Or maybe I was thinking of Canada. Maybe that was in Canada. Okay. I'm going to make sure people get their orders. We will gladly send replacements. Sorry for what happened. I'm working right now to organize everything. Thank you so much. Forgive me for talking business. Okay, 2 months. A month later? Holy shit. Okay. A month later. Wondering if I could get an update. 1 week later. Would it be best to cancel the order and get a refund? Okay. Hi. Your order is on its way. Tracking should be already updating soon. As for the thing with your community, can you get us their order numbers? Araculture is handling... Wow, okay. It's been on this whole time. I've tagged him, but only hear from you. No one in my community has gotten the visors at all, and I don't think anyone has gotten anything but the posters. I feel like you guys should have access to the orders that haven't gotten out. It's not that things are getting lost, it's just that they're not being sent at all. I feel like I've been insanely patient about this, especially because I consider Aruna a friend. I think this needs to be fixed now, because otherwise I feel like I'm scamming people. I ordered merch because I wanted to see how it would be for my community. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, this looks super bad. This looks super bad for Araculture, chat. Okay. I don't even know if the shipping label was fixed or not, or if it still literally doxes where I live. Sorry, I'm just real sad, honestly. First and foremost, I want to sincerely apologize for my lack of communication and the frustration it may have caused. I owe you an honest explanation for my absence and the delays in fulfilling my side of collaboration. So I'm going to let you guys know right now. Handling merch is a very difficult business. A lot of people think they can do it, but a lot of people can't. Yeah. You are subjected to the whims of multiple things that won't make sense. Okay, you're subjected to the post office, you're subjected to the weather, you're subjected to the current pricing in X, Y, and Z. You're subjected to like basically a lot of factors that fuck you over. It's very, very difficult. That might fuck you over, really. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people, instead of handling merch by themselves, want to entrust all of that responsibility to a merch company or to a VTuber agency. That way, all of that stress can be handled by somebody else. And if that somebody else can't do their shit, they got fucked in the ass. And they are going to take they have to take full responsibility for it, even if it's not 100% all their fault. I mean, we're going to go by this now. It could be their fault, it could be not. But a lot of the time, it's usually not even necessarily all their fault. You know what I mean? You need to have a grip on international shipping and custom laws. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of legal shit. And hope the Suez Canal doesn't get blocked there. True. Mythicas, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to hope that goes smoothly. And in the real world, very few things go smoothly. Anyway, to clarify, Aruna is in no way responsible. Of course, Aruna is just a picture for it, but she's not the one responsible. She's not like handling it. Yes, we all know that. To be honest, to be transparent, I've recently been experiencing chronic depression. Oh god. Oh god. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. People are tired of this. Even if it's like a valid reason. I know what chronic depression is like. I may not have it as bad as other people. But if you have like a job, if you have a very sensitive, very unique position where you are handling the lives or the money of multiple people, somebody's reputation and somebody's like fucking face is literally because of your up to your like performance of a certain task. Don't say that. People are tired of hearing that excuse. Even if it's valid, people just don't want to hear it. Jesus. Yeah. At least when I was fucking depressed, I was fucking, the only thing affected was myself. Can I get a TLDR on this doc? I'm still going through it. Let's see. The situation is entirely my responsibility, and I deeply regret allowing it to impact my communication and commitments. It all began... Oh my god, don't tell... You don't have to say this, man. I'm sorry. You don't have to say this. You don't have to say this. Yeah. Low-key, this is... I'm not gonna say this is a form of manipulation, but like a lot of people would think this is emotional manipulation. You're making the person feel bad of your depression for not handling their shit properly, right? You forget the fact that, you know, their reputation's in the line, their audience is gonna think they're scamming the other person, and X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of these things that you're putting on the line for you. And instead of like apologizing for that, or like actually just admitting the fact that you didn't do your fucking job, you try to make up, you try to say all of this in an attempt to, you know, make the other person feel bad. I'm sorry, you shouldn't say this. Especially in a business relationship, you shouldn't say this. Intentional or not, it is manipulation, I agree. You shouldn't say this to a business partner. If this was your friend, I would believe you. Like, you know, if I tell Rima, if Rima and I are collabing, right, because we're friends, and I tell her, Rima, I'm sorry, I can't make it to this collab. I'm fucking depressed right now. I'm in no mood to do anything. I can do that. I can do that. But this is a fucking professional relationship. Don't do that. Don't say that. Jesus, man. Jesus. Yeah, Ara Culture made a response for this, by the way, chat, and we're gonna look at it later. This situation is entirely my own responsibility, and I deeply regret allowing it to impact my communication and commitments. It all began with the order issue when the supplier took my money, only to return it this month, a year later. While that incident triggered my downward spiral, it was ultimately my inability to manage the situation that led me here. Oh yeah, by the way, that also happens. I have a friend that is a drop shipper, and... Sorry, not friend. I have 3 friends that are drop shippers, that used to be drop shippers. 2 of them got scammed. So one of the things that is also might be a possibility when you are dealing with merch, when you are dealing with drop shipping and shit like that, is that your suppliers can and will take your money. They will ultimately scam you. Like, it's basically the same as like the whatchamacallit? The RuneScape scam, where the supplier might, like, you know, fulfill 2 to 5 of your orders or something along those lines, and like once you develop a big trust for them, you order a shit ton of money, they ask for the payment in advance, and because they've done good jobs for you, you fucking do it, they just fucking take your money and don't do anything about it. And they usually plan this shit out too, right? Like, their names that you've given out to these people and the contract that you've done may have to be fake, and it's going to be hard to legally pursue them because they're over there in China. Yeah. This can happen. This has happened to one of my friends, like, that tried to do drop shipping in the Philippines to start her own fucking Shopee related business, right? Yeah. It's fucked up, but it's one of the risks that you take when you do this shit. So, in the case of Ara Culture, it seems like the money was returned to them. But wow. Yeah. So, I'm going to bet my ass that this also happens to a lot of VTuber agencies. So that's why the best thing to do when you are a VTuber agency is to, you know, either have your own guy or produce the shop yourself. Or have like very experienced, the suppliers that you partner with has to be somebody that you know, or that you hired, or that you, not hired, that you, like, grew. I don't know how, I'm ESL, so I don't know the right word for it, but it's somebody that you groomed to do the job, right? And to be loyal to you. Yeah. Basically work with Breaky. Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. I know that Breaky has his own merch thingy with Matara. I've heard of it. Yeah. Anyway, Ara Culture has always been a one-person operation with Aruna helping where she can. While progress may seem slow, I'm actively working through my depression. Oh, who cares? I'll also be ordering any missing items from previous drafts, which should include only pre-order items. All in stocks orders have already been completed. Okay. Okay, boo-hoo. Sorry you've been dealing with that. I know it's out of Aruna's control. She's been doing everything she can. I don't resent her in any way. Could I get an idea on how many orders are unfulfilled? Do you think we should be thinking about refunding my community? Also, could we please put everything in my store are sold out? There are things on sale. Don't think there are things on sale, and I don't think they're able to be fulfilled because I haven't gotten my own. I don't know if the label for my order has been changed or not. Yeah, hold on, sorry. Yeah, changed or not. So I'm feeling uncomfortable around that. Yeah, because apparently it doxes her shit. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys have the stuff to mail me or not, but I would appreciate and respect a real answer on that because I'm not feeling confident. Gotcha. Yeah, basically. Okay. Oh! So, I just got the package you sent me, and the label was not changed at all. Do you guys see how this doxes me or no? Real name and username. Aruna just posted about how scary it is to get doxed. So I indicate how this is happening. Holy fuck, he got... Oh my god, she got fucked. Oh my god. How do you get that wrong? No, seriously, how does that fucking happen? Like... Chat, the point of working with fucking with companies and agencies like this is so that you don't have to be the one putting in your personal information when you ship your shit. Because apparently that's a legal requirement for some territories. So this is fucked up. This is actually kind of fucking weird, bro. Not looking good. Yeah, I just looked up. I just looked, and you guys also put my phone number on there. I don't understand. Why do you mean? Let me DM you. Wow, flat out just ignoring the fucking question, by the way. Hello, Hydra. Aruna messaged me. She said you wanted more specific info. Out of 59 orders, there is only 15 that have not been fulfilled. They are the visor orders and hoodies. Hoodies are already in production. Okay, but what about the doxing? Wait, are they gonna address this at all? There's one person I'm talking to right now. It's a small amount of visors, so it's hard to find someone who wants to do them. Then why do you do it? Wow. If this person can't, I'll see what I can do to refund them. Once again, I'm sorry about this. It shouldn't have happened. It's just that guy who took basically $2,000 really made me spiral. Okay. Sorry to bug you guys again, but you guys didn't make everything set to sold out in my store. Someone ordered something regardless of what I asked. Please fix my store. I haven't gotten anything saying you guys are caught up, so it should not be open. Wait, that's so weird. We did list them? What did they order? I triple checked. I can refund them. Okay. I set everything as draft. Nothing is there on the screenshot and link. Okay. Yeah, okay. This hydrated waifu is... Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Wait, so are we just gonna... This is 4 months in, by the way. This is 4 months in. 2 months in after like the whole username change. Is there anything? Wait. Are you guys not gonna address the fact that your phone numbers and real name was there? Sorry, I couldn't find anyone that was trustworthy enough. I didn't want the same thing to happen. I'll be refunding them this week. Okay. Wondering if you can answer my question soon and wanted to check in on the hoodies. Refunds have been sent out. Just depends on each individual bank as to when they may appear in their accounts. Hoodies may have been sent already. Okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry that merch didn't end up working out. I appreciate and respect you for doing the right thing. I think we should all be caught up then. Oh, don't worry, I fully understand where you're coming from. I can only ask that you forgive me for the unfortunate circumstances. But yes, we are caught up. Following screenshots below are via DMs with the manager. Hello, I know your DMs are going nuts right now, but I do have some questions with everything that has come out. Could you confirm what PayPal you guys use to send payments? I could have sworn you guys paid me, but I can't find it in PayPal. Also, I think my dashboard might be broken because it's saying I've only ever made 8 sales, but I'm wondering if I'm seeing it wrong. I'm also wondering if I could get a spreadsheet of all my orders and whether or not they've been delivered, unfulfilled, lost, or on the way, please. I can have that information sent today. Okay. Just got done with a different VTuber stuff, moving on to yours now. Estimated time frame of completion for the info you request is about an hour and a half. If I finish it sooner, I'll let you know. Okay, gotcha. It's taking me a bit longer than I expected to finish. My apologies. Okay. Hey, okay, so the next day later, I know you're still working on things, but I was wondering if you could remind me what PayPal email you used to pay. And it's aracultureofficial.gmail.com. Gotcha. Just trying to be as communicative as possible. I will have everything for you by the end of the day tomorrow, most likely at around 4. But checking on your orders, there are around 10 refunds right now. Okay, I have no idea what to say. Because you told me months ago that you issued the Visor refunds, I feel more than taken advantage of. If it wasn't for people coming out about their problems, I may have never brought it up. I kept working with you guys without telling everyone what happened. How do I explain to my community that they're not getting the full amount because you guys printed labels for products you never had? Are you working on a way to fix that? It's hard for me to feel like you guys care about the community at all when you were never going to send refunds at all. I was so patient and understanding. I'm such a loss for words. I'm still waiting for the spreadsheet. I'm a little confused as all the hot orders have been issued for refunds. There's only 10 in the system. Okay. Oh! People are just now getting refunds. You said you did it back in April, but people are only getting refunded now. So, the refunds were apparently issued in fucking April, but only got fucking money in October. Okay. Yes, I had to go issue refunds. Reissue the refunds, rather. Oh! I thought I had gotten to it before, but I don't think the system had them proper. What the fuck does that mean, bro? I thought I had to gotten to it before, but I don't think the system had processed them properly. What does that mean? Is chat working? Yes, the chat is working. People are just paying attention right now. What am I supposed to tell my community about them having to pay for shipping for something that will never arrive? Shit. Oh, by the way, chat. I should probably make like a announcement on this on Twitter soon. Regarding my merch stuff too. If you bought my merch, please DM me if you had issues with that. Nobody has complained to me that they had merch problems, but in case that there are, or maybe you haven't received merch and you ordered, please let me know. Yeah. Jesus. All Hydra visors have been refunded, but I also included other Hydra orders from your drop. They are confirmed to be delivered. I'll be adding this to the sheet. Any orders I find that are in transit or have added any tracking issues and informing you on whether I have solved the issue and refunded any Hydra merch in order or reshipped the whole package. I'll be resolving any order issues from there and updating you every 3 days. Sunday is the only day I'm off. I'll be emailing any of those orders as well and marking it on the sheet every time I do email. Okay. Just want to confirm that there are only 23 orders on this page, but you're in the process of adding everything. Will this include things that were purchased at cons? Wow. And do you see a solution for the money missing from all the refunds? There is no money missing from the refunds. I have solved the issue. There are 23 orders that had all Hydra merch. A lot of the orders that I've seen otherwise have had 1 or 2 items amongst other items, so I'm still sorting them out. I can add things purchased at cons as well. Okay. Gotcha. And Hydrated is okay with that response? 10 days later. Oh! 10 days later, nothing's been done to the spreadsheet. Wow! Holy shit. So this guy that's responsible managing fucking Ara culture is not doing their job properly. Once we're done with that, I would like to map out all the money you owe me since I never actually been paid. Yeah. I'm hoping I don't need to get my lawyer involved, but it doesn't seem like I'm being taken seriously and will be taking more action soon if nothing is done. I need to see proof of refunds and all the orders as well. IDK, if this doc is gonna cut it for me, because you could literally put anything in there. So please finish the doc soon and then get me a real solid proof that refunds are going out and proof of all the orders that have ever happened, including the con. Okay. Will do, Hydra. Oh shit! They even have like kind of a threat here. If you can't, then I will take action. Holy shit. Will do, Hydra. It's going to take some time to update this sheet because I'm just focusing on refunds, ATM. I do have a lot of other things that are going on as well. I was out on the weekend doing security. But it's been more than 10 days. It's been more than 10 fucking days, dude. Like I mentioned previously, I was more than happy to provide the refunds and proof. You just needed to ask. I do believe I have processed payment beforehand. I'll have to check my PayPal. If not, I can resend the payment. I'm taking this as seriously as I can. I'm just one person and it's quite hard for me to accomplish everything in such a short amount of time. But I'm doing what I can daily. Gotcha. I asked in the past and you lied to me, so I'm feeling pretty upset at the point and just want to get this done so I don't have to do it anymore. This has made me extremely depressed and I feel like I'm not being taken seriously because I'm a small creator. Short amount of time. We've been on this since last year and you lied to me about refunding my people to shut me up. I expect to see progress soon. Sheesh. Okay, and that's the end of it. Sheesh. And I'm going to assume that the last message here is October 2025. It's now January 2026. So it's been like 4 months. So I'm going to assume nothing fucking happened here. Nothing happened here, probably. Holy shit. In all of those 4 months. Okay, so a lot of people are responding to this. Now, let's look at Araculture's response. Because she says, this is the only time I'll be talking about this. Alright, let's read it. I would get lawyers involved. Yeah, apparently Hydra is getting lawyers involved now. She did say a threat. Whether or not she will follow up on that threat is, you know, up for her. Okay, let's see. How many pages is this? 10 pages. Okay, that's not too bad. This isn't something I ever wanted to do. I've been eating everything thrown my way and keeping my head down, focusing on fixing fulfillment instead of responding publicly. I stayed quiet and worked because I believed actions would speak louder than words. Let me start by saying this clearly. This situation is my fault. I took on too much and underestimated myself during a time when I was mentally unwell and in a bad place in life. I own that. What I haven't done though is defend myself or clap back publicly. Because I believe the work would speak for itself with how the VTuber scene is. I'm not surprised this went public last year. What I am surprised by is seeing that it's dragged up back again in a completely false narrative. Okay, I'm only addressing Hydra's doc as the others I've been handling privately as it should continue to be. I'm here to state my case. Believe me or don't, the part is up to you. Okay. Last year's was... Oh god. We're gonna hear this now. Last year's was one of the hardest years of my life. I dealt with multiple family losses. I was diagnosed with chronic depression after already struggling with it for a year before that, something I would have rather kept private. I'm also experiencing atrophy because of the past 6 months. I did nothing besides pack orders and do desk work. I didn't get diagnosed because I wanted to believe that wasn't the case. Instead of slowing down, I did the opposite. I took on more work, convinced myself I could push through to it, and told myself it would be fine. It wasn't. Eventually, I broke. Okay. I closed my shop last year because I knew I had spiraled and lost control of myself and my responsibilities. Shortly after that, documents came out, and honestly, people had every right to be upset. Orders weren't fulfilled, I didn't run from it, I took the hit. I've seen plenty of people disappear the moment their businesses collapse. I didn't do that. I'm not that person, I never have. Instead of hiding, I shut down everything and focused on fixing what I broke. Myself and the shop. I haven't reopened, I haven't taken new money, I don't even have a job right now. Araculture was my full-time livelihood. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel bad. Fuck me in the ass. Now I feel bad. Jesus. I've had zero intention of reopening. Since my closing, all I've done is work through orders and respond to people. That's it. I wanted to take accountability and do the right thing, even when it was overwhelming. I will never wanted anyone to be affected the way they were, but they were, and I own that. I'm not staying close because of reputation or fear. Truthfully, most of my community isn't even in the VTuber space and want me to reopen. I'm staying close because I need to fix myself. Oh my god, really? You were 19 when you opened this? You were a fucking kid! We're the same age! Sorry for the voice crack, but we're the goddamn same age, brother! I'm about to turn fucking 24 next month. Oh my god! How did you get the idea to do this when you were 19? I genuinely don't think he intended to scam. No, yeah, I believe that too. I don't think he wanted or intended to scam. But you're goddamn 19, dude. How were you so... How did you think you were going to be able to do this? Why are you doing an online business at 19? My issue isn't even really about doing an online business when you were 19. I think a lot of people at a young age are able to open any sort of like business when they are 19. But it's just that shipping and like a merch company is a different sort of beast. It is. You have oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Like when you start, if you want, like you know, if you wanted to open, let's say, a laundromat when you were 19, that's fine. If you want to be a content creator by 19, that's fine. If you want to be a manager when you're 19, that's fucking fine. If you want to be a receptionist when you are 19, that's fucking fine. You can make businesses do jobs when you're fine. But when you're in a business in a space so complicated and requires a lot of like responsibility, rules, and a lot of like intercontinental bullshittery that you have to deal with that you probably have no idea about when you were goddamn 19, you're way in over your head. This makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense now. You're not a scammer. I don't believe you are a scammer, but you are fucking stupid. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, everything I did was self-taught and the lack of foundation caught up to me. Yeah, true. True. I could run a personal merch store. When you have some experiences, probably, yeah. And like, you know, all that sort of thing. Okay, I've always been what? See, here's the problem. This is a business that does not... Look, you're 19, you probably don't know anything about logistics. You probably don't know too much about accounting, about intercontinental laws. You probably don't even know too much about like a lot of other things. Why are you doing all of this by yourself? You shouldn't be able to. Like, of course, you just shouldn't be fucking able to. You should have multiple people dealing with this. Why are you doing... You're a solo company. Why are you only going solo? What, you can't... You want the money that you can gain from this business for yourself, by yourself? You want to haul other rewards? Like, why? It's a very complicated business. And you're 19. An international business as a 19-year-old. And you're only one person. How did you think this was not gonna catch up to you? You basically wanted to do... Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mohammed, basically. You wanted to dropship for VTubing when you were goddamn 19. Hey guys, I just joined. What the fuck is going on? So, a little TLDR for people, right? That may have tapped out for a little bit. So, this person, Hydra over here, alongside many other people, made a Google Doc basically saying about how a lot of orders via Ara culture weren't getting fulfilled, and when they asked for a refund, those refunds weren't being fulfilled in a timely manner, waiting up until a year to get all of that sorted out, and the person in question aren't even dealing with any of it, right? And now he is, and his excuse is, or his reason is that basically he was turbo depressed and couldn't work on anything, basically. And we have some clues that he may have been way over his head, because he just blatantly admitted to starting an international fucking business when he was goddamn 19. Jesus. I have issued 25k worth of refunds. Okay. How? Because I never spent the money I received on myself. I wasn't living out of it or pocketing it. I'm not some evil mastermind trying to scam a community, no matter how people want to paint it. I started off doing things the right way. I put my own money back into the community, taking people to conventions, running activations for creators, and helping build spaces for VTubers when almost nobody was doing it, all for free. I helped establish the convention meet and greet model so that many vendors now use. I've hosted over 500 creators at conventions across the country. I've helped create VTuber only spaces at events. I've done a lot of good for this community. I'm saying that not to brag, but to make one thing clear. People can make serious mistakes without being malicious. Yeah, no, I believe this. Don't worry. Hey, Ara culture or manager, whoever you are, I believe this. You're not a scammer, but you are stupid. I'm a clear example of that. Demonizing someone who messed up and is actively trying to fix it, and the reality of burnout and overload is exactly why this community keeps tearing itself apart. Google Docs don't fix anything. They just pit people. Oh, that is true. Okay, I can agree with this. Google Docs chat. There's a lot of people in the industry who are going to say, this Google Doc isn't to witch hunt, but it is to make awareness. Oh, shut the fuck up now, chat. Google Docs are there specifically to witch hunt. Do not be fooled. Anybody who will make a Google Doc on anybody is calling for a call out, a cancellation, or a witch hunt. It's not to, quote, make other people more aware. It's to bring to public anything going on between these two people. Holy shit. How the hell he made the Cinder Supra if he didn't take some of the money? I don't know anything about that, rather. Yeah. We're fooled by the 1% success story that got popular. We didn't know the 99% failure stories that got hidden. Oh yeah, 100%. Survivorship bias, I'm not like other merch companies. There is no team. There are no employees. Everything I've done has been on my own in conventions. The only help I've ever had came from friends and family. That's part of why this has collapsed. When I finally broke, there was no one else to pick things up or keep the operation moving. Exactly. You should have made a team, bro. Jesus. Even after this goes out, I'm still going to do what's expected of me. That means refunding people, reshipping orders when something goes wrong, and finishing what I started. I'm not walking away from it. I've successfully delivered over 2,600 orders, and that doesn't erase the mistakes I've made, but it does show that I've spent years doing what I was supposed to do. The issues I've had stem from VTuber-related work specifically, and that's why I've been actively addressing for the past 6 months. I'm not going to address everything the documents been posted. I'm only addressing Hydras. The rest have been handled privately and will continue to be handled that way. Let's go point by point. Okay. They lied about refunding my community. That's what Hydra said. Okay. I did not lie about refunds. The refunds were issued. What happened was a back-end processing issue that occurs when an order is too old, when funds can be withdrawn at the time of processing. When other documents started circulating, I went back and manually reviewed multiple VTuber orders and realized that some refunds had issued to process properly. Oh, okay, gotcha. Look, brother, I believe you. But this is the sort of proof that you fucking show to your clients. This is the things that you should have shown to Hydra. Hydra was asking for proof, or she will take action, and it seems like you have not done so. So we can classify this failure as a skill issue? Yeah, I would say so. 100%. Once I saw that, I went to Hydra directly and told her exactly what happened. I explained that I believed the refunds had gone through, but there were processing errors and would reprocess them. She accused me of never sending them in the first place. Yes, because you never sent her any of this. We went through a lot of the Google Doc. None of this. Yeah, you didn't send her any of this. So if I was Hydra, it would make sense. I would 100% get into that narrative as well. Especially because I'm asking for proof and you're not giving me proof. So if you're not giving me proof, then that means my narrative is true. That's usually how it works. Jesus. Once I saw that, I went to... Okay, never mind, I read that. They made shipping labels for products they didn't have to confuse people. I don't create shipping labels to confuse anyone. I create labels to ship orders. I print labels in bulk while fulfilling orders because I expect my suppliers to deliver the items once payment is sent to them, which comes from customer funds. Okay, sometimes suppliers failed to deliver everything. In some cases, they outright took the money and didn't send the product. That left me unable to fulfill certain items. This is exactly what I talked about earlier too. Yeah, you take on a lot of risk when you're in this sort of business. So why are you in it? Especially if you're a one-man team. That part is on me. This is exactly how things spiraled. I would set labels aside to resolve missing items, and over time it became harder to track what had shipped and what hadn't. That caused confusion for both me and customers. By that point, the money had already been spent on production and shipping, and in many cases, the only option left was to issue a full refund for the order instead of doing nothing. Okay, that doesn't deal with the whole doxing thing though. The whole real number and fucking real name thing. Jesus, come on, man. Okay, they scammed my community. I did not scam anyone. A scam requires intent and to deceive and keep money. Me personally, a scam can be... Okay, a scam does not require intent to me. A scam can be that you did something and you fucked up, and instead of doing the right thing, you still kept the money. Making a fundraising thing or doing something that allows you to raise funds and you fucked up, and you know the fucking maybe something happens and then the community is the one that lost their money and you're not doing anything to fix it, that's a scam. That's why, like, in my personal opinion, what Logan Paul did to like his zoo fucking crypto people, that was a full-blown scam. Even if Logan Paul did not have any intentions to abandon ship, because, you know, if we believe the narrative that he was trying to paint, where his original developers, which are full of fucking scammers that he already knew, ran off with the code and decided to keep the money, that onus is on Logan Paul to fix it. He did nothing with it. Instead, he fucking sued CoffeeZilla. So that's a scam. Yeah. Yeah. None of that applies here. I've always been willing to issue refunds when items couldn't be fulfilled. Yeah, no, I believe it. I believe it. The refunds are refund totals are visible. The messages showing refunds being processed exist. If you're going to accuse me of scamming, don't leave out the parts that I showed money being returned. Just look at the amount of refunds above amounting to 25k. It's not the... Look, Ara culture. It's not this. It's the fact that you didn't give Hydra exactly what she was asking for. She was asking for proof, and you didn't give it to her. It's only been 10 days. Okay? And look, man. Look. I don't know if Hydra decided to fucking, you know, I don't know if Hydra decided to not say that in her doc. But if you did, I mean, sorry, if Araculture did show Hydra proof and Hydra chose to not share it, then you should have noticed it here. Then in this case, it's like this Google Doc fucking sucks now. This Google Doc fucking sucks. Okay. Proof of delivery status, okay. Also, you did show proof. Right? Proof delivery status on these. Okay, wait, no, these are proof of items that are delivered. These are not proof of refunds. Oh, never mind, there are refunds. These are the refunds I made previously. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Did Hydra show any of this? I don't think so. I feel like Hydra should have shown this. Did she mention this at all? Because there's two things that, yeah, because there are two things. It's proof that the deliveries that were being delivered, and that the refunds did go, that there are refunds happening. And it seems like that did happen. She did send it to Hydra, but Hydra didn't mention it at all. Am I retarded here? Chat, am I retarded? I mean, that doesn't discount a lot of the things that happened to Hydra, but still, you know, yeah. It doesn't really excuse anything. I already believe that this person, Mizu, is not a scammer, but it's like, you know, yeah. They used delay tactics to drag things out. I already admitted that this dragged out longer than it should have. I'm not denying that. What I am saying is that I wasn't delaying anything on purpose. I want this resolved ASAP. Oh, never mind. I want this resolved so I can move on with my life just like everyone else involved. Okay. Hydra did respond in a tweet that Ara culture addressing that point. Where did Hydra say? What did where did Hydra say? No, I don't see Hydra saying it. Oh, never mind. On her personal thing. Okay, let me see. No, she didn't say anything, chat. Chat, Mythicas, I don't see it. Alright, let's just move on. Let's look at the other thing. Okay, they doxed my real name on a shipping label. This claim makes no sense. How do you dox someone to the mailman? Shipping labels are not public. They're required to deliver mail. The only people who see them are the carrier and the recipient. That's it. What? This was not doxing. At the time, the name was how I identified the order internally, and it was used to separate it from orders. There was no malicious intent, no public posting, and no attempt to expose anything. The average mail carrier isn't searching you. What? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. That's not the point. Okay, now, Aura culture, that's not the point. The reason why she's concerned over this is because if the fans, right, if any of the person that, if any of the fan base of Hydra gets sent out and the label there contains fucking Hydra's real name and phone number, that's like unintentional doxing, but like that's actually like bad. Like that's actually bad. Unless you sent, okay, so unless I'm getting something wrong here, maybe I would understand and even forgive it if you put out the real name and the number of the specific like items and parcel for Hydra. Like the parcel and the items that Hydra is supposed to receive can contain her real name and her real number. Like, okay, I can excuse that. But Hydra's concern was other people getting that same thing. Yeah, that was her main concern. It's not that she was scared of fucking mailmen doxing her or whatever. It's from other people seeing it. You can still put the name, business name and address. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Maybe like a lot of places have like different laws and regulations on whether how mail is being sent. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I have no, but it's dishonest for me to say that I know anything about it. Yeah. Like, you're not. This is not it at all. They never paid me. We both acknowledged there was confusion here. Where is it? Jesus. We both acknowledged there was confusion here. At the time, we believed payment had already gone through, and she even confirmed that she thought she received it. Later, it turned out that wasn't the case. By that time, I was already prioritizing refunds for customers. When refunds exceed incoming in revenue, there is no remaining payout. That's just basic math. I told her I would calculate everything once refunds were settled because that's the only way to get accurate numbers. There was no attempt to withhold money, there was no intention to avoid payment. The reality is that refunds took priority. Once those were issued, I believe there was probably little to no payout left. I've paid tens of thousands to creators. She sent this. Thank you so much, it has been received. We confirm this never happened. Gotcha. Here is hydrated waifu saying, hey, get everything together before sending me pay. Gotcha. How are you going to say this in private and then turn around and comment publicly on my Twitter claiming you're still having issues? I messaged you minutes after that comment. You didn't respond. Then a month passed, and instead of replying or continuing the conversation privately, you dropped the Google Doc because you're stressed. If you genuinely wanted to resolve this, you would have responded. You didn't. You chose to make it public instead. No. Okay. Ara culture, you're angry, but the reason why Hydra is doing this is because she's been dealing with your ass for an entire year now. And you are super slow, you're difficult to get a hold, you don't give her the information that she keeps asking for all the time, you keep delaying things. How is she supposed to trust that what you send her is one, truthful at the time of responding, and two, that you will actually respond in time, in a way that makes her comfortable? This is all on you. No, this is all on you. I found it and put it in research. Oh, okay. Give me a sec. No, Ara culture, this is on you. Like, what do you mean, brother? That's not how any of this works. Like, seriously. Oh, thank you, Hydra. Oh, thank you, Mythicast, rather. Hold on, let me see this shit. Oh! Okay. I think my doc made you the most mad because I treated you with kindness the whole way through. Business owners should never throw personal things on people to work with to delay things. I agree with that. The art was covered by you guys and I was never told that would be held against me. You kind of have to expect this, yeah. You did lie about refunding my community. I would have never known that you didn't if it wasn't for the girls coming forward with their docs. I don't appreciate your sharing my community's order numbers. The reason I didn't was not to dox them. There are orders that aren't refunded fully, so thank you for making yourself look worse. I also want to add that you never showed me all my orders. Asked you guys to fix the label and it was made worse with all the personal info along with my username, call it what you want. You literally admit to most things in your doc, so IDK why you made it rather than saying sorry and fixing all you still haven't fixed. My drop put you in the negatives because of you and only you and everything else you were doing. Since you so kindly responded to my doc, maybe respond to the rest of the girl stuff as well, because I know for a fact you haven't resolved everything. Sorry to say. And yes, he is putting random things in people's orders. I have seen it. Gotcha. But there was communication up to a point. Did I get that one wrong? Yeah, there was. You brought it out of nowhere. I'm not angry. I haven't been throughout that post. My post was not emotional. Oh, I don't know about that, Ara culture. I don't know about that. Order numbers aren't doxing. Okay, I agree with this. Order numbers aren't doxing. They provide no information. I feel like, I feel like at the same time, I can agree, Ara culture giving Hydra proof that she did or he did actually provide information that, orders were being sent and there are still refunds ongoing. And and he tries to explain that the reasons why he hadn't refunded Hydra is because fucking refunds take priorities. So that's what he said. Yeah. I'm not addressing the other dogs because I'm handling it privately, like I mentioned. I was forced to make this because you brought it up after months of being past the Google Doc phase. It's like you didn't even read anything. I admitted to it because what am I gonna do? Lie? After all the docs, I'm still going to lie? My DMs are still open and you are the one who's choosing not to do this. It's not me. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, we've seen this. Gonna put this on pause for now, so feel free to take your time. I appreciate you following through. I do have some questions on the amount of orders because I feel like there's a lot of missing. If you have updates, feel free to send, but I won't be able to get back at you until after TwitchCon. I don't plan to post the doc. Ha ha ha! Debated. But please keep following through. I'm counting on you. I love this company and everyone a part of it. The meet and greets were some of my favorite moments in my whole 10 years of doing this, and the people, and I know other people affected by this feel the same. Take breaks and take care, please. Okay. Now to the last accusation that I was putting random items in people's order. That's not true. I always included free items in orders. That's not new. Okay, so it's a freebie stuff. And then basically Hydra says, no, you do actually do that. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I mean, yeah. What do I want from this? I just want them to refund. I just want them to refund everything. Every single order that hasn't gone out and fully refund all the partly refunded orders. Don't make people reach out to you when you can see the issues on your side. Pay me what they should have so I can move on. Don't make me up. Oh wait. This is like, this is from Hydra's document. Never mind. So, in response to this, Araculture said, I did refund everything that I could give to my knowledge, and if anyone has any other issues, they can reach out. You made $0. I'm literally in negative with your drop. Your art alone cost me 400 USD on top of other refunds I issued. You don't own any of the merchandise you didn't pay for. This isn't how any of that works. I also don't have any inventory because I sent out what I had. Oh, I agree with this. Yeah. Yeah. Do not do this. So yeah, in the end, it's hard for me to take the whole I didn't want to do this angle seriously when there were so many chances not to. I've gone through every point, owned what I did wrong, explained what actually happened with proof. I didn't dodge anything. This was the only time I'm speaking on this. I'm done going back and forth. I'm going to keep exactly what I've been doing, fulfilling current orders, fixing what I can, and refunding people who need refunds until everything is settled. I've wanted to say this all for a long time. I've stayed quiet because I believed actions mattered more. Okay, you already said that. What matters here is who gets their story out first and who gets the most attention for it. I've done a lot of good in this community. I've also made mistakes. I've also owned them. But what nobody ever talks about is how easy it is to tear somebody apart once the narrative flips, and how fast people forget about everything that came before. Yeah, this is always what happens in any industry and in the streaming entertainment phase. You're always a good person until you're not, because of one like retarded or one oopsie. That is always what will happen. Interesting. So it seems like nothing has changed. Yeah. It seems like nothing has changed indeed. And Captain Hana and like a lot of and August Anomaly, a lot of the people that got, you know, victimized by Araculture are all here, basically reaffirming what Hydra went through. And yeah, you know, to a certain extent, it was kind of Araculture's fault here. So now, it's just, oh, she even made this. Just dropped off around 100 orders. More shipped out tomorrow. That's cool. So I do believe that you're not a scammer, but goddamn, bro. Goddamn. You're not a scammer, but probably don't do this sort of business anymore. You know what I mean? Just probably don't. I mean, hey, maybe you'll take your experience with you that you've experienced right now and apply it to another company or in some sort of industry in the shipping or merch, like merch making part of any industry. But goddamn, dude, you doing it at that age with that little resources, with that little manpower, you saying that it's a one-man job and did this blah blah blah, that's not a good excuse. In fact, that makes you look worse. A business like this should not be a one-man job. Jesus. His reputation is shot. He won't live it down no matter what business he wants to do. Hard to say. Because people like this could always make another business on another industry that's not VTubing. It can and always will happen. Right? It's basically the whole thing where if you got caught doing a crypto scam back in 2021, 2020, and you do an AI scam in 2025, you're still going to be able to get away with it. Unless there are people that are actively following you. Right? Yeah. So, that's funny. Jesus, that's a lot of people that were part of this too. Jesus. Yeah. So that happened. That happened. Now he's lying. There were tweets of him back on 2023 when he started that it was a family business. I mean, he did say that, like, the family, his family supported him or whatever. But maybe it's not the kind of support that you would expect an actual family business. Hard to say. But she fucked up a lot. She fucked up a lot. God damn, look at these posts, bro. So old. Fuck, man. That's so sad, TBH. That is so sad. Good intentions don't matter if your incompetence screws people over. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Mythicast, by the way, for the fucking mythical reply. I have no idea why my fucking bullshit won't load. Right? Like you would expect Hydra to be here, but she's not. Right? Like goddamn, where is Hydra's response? Oh, sorry, not that one. Where is Hydra's response here? Why didn't I see it? Jesus. Yeah, she's not even here. Fascinating. As far as I know, he is part of the California clique as he's friends with Ivanito and such. Hard to say. I don't know anything about that. Ivanito's kind of just friends with everybody. So, you know, it's hard to say if that's really gonna help anything or not. Interesting, interesting. But I guess that'll be it for now, chat. I think that'll be it for this for tonight's stream. So let's see, what did we cover? We covered the whole ovulation tracker. We covered fucking AI. We covered this. We covered the Miss Lala drama. A lot of things. I think that'll be all for stream. So I would like to thank you guys for being here. Thank you all guys for the super chats. To all of you guys that are in here, I'm so sorry. Okay, actually, wait, before you go. I have to apologize in advance for all the members and all the Patreons that they're not really eating good right now because I am working on a lot of the shit for the VTuber awards. Suffice to say, it's like 80% done. I believe I will have something fun or at least something entertaining by the time the VTuber awards happen. It'll happen fucking January 31st at nighttime for US people. Yeah, you can look at my tweet. So, yeah. Hold on. I even have chat. I had to hunt for all of the clips. I had to hunt for all of them. Holy shit. And I think clip hunting was the most difficult part of the task actually, because I had to make sure the clips that I was looking for does fit with the category. It's very tiring. It's very tiring. But you know what? I worked a lot on it. I went on an entire 1 week sleepless nights just to fucking finish it. All so you guys can have a little bit of fun. Right? So, you know, it's fine. I have some content. After all of this, I'm going to be able to be consistent again with new videos and new members only stuff, among many other things, right? And streams will be a lot more frequent afterwards too. So aside from that, I will have to let you guys go right here. Give me a sec. Is there anybody I could raid? Maybe there's somebody I can raid. Yeah. Give me a sec. Redirect. Oh yeah, I'm aware that Fuamoko is having their shit too. Or was it Fuamoko? I forgot. Somebody is having a birthday. But, you know. I made it so that it's not going to match the exact time it's gonna happen. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, let's see. Do I have anyone I can stream? No, I do not. Okay. Yeah, no, I do not. Anyway, bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.